feeling hurt. So naive of me. Was all of this worth? Empty words still can fill them. Done with being a victim. All the signs didn't see them. Should have known. Yearn for someone to listen. Needs must block out your vision. Wasn't paying attention. Need you to go. As I look back, I can see all my mistakes. The need to be in someone's embrace. Was dumb to think that a man can make me. I did believe you don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. You don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. All my patience you tested always led me to question why I needed your presence. Now I know. Thought you were my protection. Starting to see the blessing, the lesson, the message. Better on my own. As I look back, I can see all my mistakes. The need to be in someone's embrace. Was dumb to think that a man can make me. I did believe you don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. You don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. You don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. You don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. You don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it. You don't deserve me. Deserve nothing less than perfect. Baby, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it.
If you're scared of the pain of having your teeth fixed, you don't have to be. In this video,
Red alert, danger. If you know me, then I'm all about the paper. If you know me, then you know I gotta get it like 600 wings in the ring like a pager, major. Got a couple O's that in Asia, got a couple flows that I'm saving. I got a couple popular products, it's like I'm selling narcotics to put your whole fucking face in the pavement. I heard these niggas saying that I fell back. Nigga, 14 grades, what you call that? Put it in the zip block, make them call that, make them haul that. When they talking, I ignore that. I be really get my vibe in my own lane. I be smoking on the gas shit, the propane. I be up, hot on the soul plane. They don't want no smoke, that's locaine. Gang. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger. Coming at me, that's danger. Danger. Coming at me, that's danger. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger. Coming at me, that's danger. Danger. Coming at me, this danger. Rolling with the birds, I be putting in the work and shut that Henny make a whole bus backflip. Don't be talking out loud, don't even mention my name. The hood, know I get it popping with this rap shit. When I was sick, bro, niggas ain't help me with shit. A cup of Henny black, I'm out to make it easy to spit. Nigga, look at my ride. Sitting on dubs, leave this shit under 10, haven't sitting on lugs, sitting on bricks. I'm about my shit. NGC, niggas know my clique. Got me feeling on the body, trying to find that clip. In the room with a flashlight, high beams on in the spotlight, nightlight, and the bright light from my iPhone, still couldn't find no hit. These niggas is trash, finessing this shit, and I aim for your head and your biscuit get hit. I'm sicker than the A's with the Rona. Big Glock 9 got the devil on my shoulder. Telling me to kill him, I can kill him, I can hit him in the head. Bring him to the top floor, have him hanging off the ledge like it's Big Red. Nigga, what I said, I don't start beef. Aim for your car seat, pop, 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 5 heartbeat. Nigga, know a heartbeat. Niggas try their best just to block me, but I'm on point like a Sharpie. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger, you play with me and that's danger. Danger, you play with me and that's danger. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger, play with news and that's danger. That's danger. You play with me and that's danger. Danger. I just gotta sip my drink. Drive safely. Yeah. News.
Man, y'all, here we are, episode number 48 of Let's Get Activated podcast. You got me, your girl, Samantha Leavell, and we have the phenomenal music producer, songwriter, CEO, and artist herself, Fynesse Banks, in the building. How are you, Queen? Oh, your mic's on mute, Mama.
I'm on a rush high. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. I'm up here trying to get my breathing calmed down because I'm sitting down in a rocking chair just vibing out to that. Girl, you just did that. I mean, just versatility, both tracks, Worth It and Danger. Like, you got to just break down both of those tracks. So they were both fire, honey.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're so welcome.
Well, Worth It is obviously an R&B track. That's the first single that I've ever put out as Fynesse Banks. It's very special to me since I personally wrote the song, I composed it, and all that jazz. And Danger was just recently released, kind of like a mixture of like rock and EDM and hip hop all like bunched in one. It was good experimenting with that song. I really enjoyed the process of it. Shout out to CMOS in New Gang City. Much love to them. And yeah, those two songs are great journeys within making them.
Wow. Yeah, it's a dope song. I mean, on Bam's Way, who's a DJ in Birdhouse, he just said, he definitely is needing that track, needing that hot fire. So I think we're going to have to be spreading that one around too.
Got you.
And then, I mean, and your story though, man, is just incredible. Like, we got to go back to just, back with you growing up, what got you into music? Because I was reading that you actually were doing some music as a, youngster too, per se.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I got into music at a very young age. I started out playing like a little keyboard my parents gave me. Since they were musically inclined, my father was a DJ. My mother was on the orchestral side and like the band side. And I kept progressing, kept going into high school. I was in orchestra, so I was playing the violin and the piano, going back and forth there. Then when it got to making beats, I would do it on an iPod, like a little iPod, and I have to like squint my eyes and try to find the blocks to make sure everything's on time and everything. And and then all those songs that I had in my iPod is on my SoundCloud, but then you can see my growth now with the songs that are now on Spotify and stuff after I've graduated Full Sail University with my bachelor's, which I'm very proud about. Um, yeah.
Yeah, you should. You should be proud, and I can definitely tell you have that ear for sounds. Growing up, where there's like some musical artists or even producers that you looked up to.
Oh, definitely. We have Timbaland, of course, Mr. Timbaland. We have Method Man, a dope artist that I know and love. Alicia Keys, mostly like helped me with the piano, like learning things and uh, learning some of her songs by ear and stuff like that. And a bunch of others, Swiss Beats, Kanye, the list goes on.
Wow. Wow. And how did you find just your particular ear, or I should say, like what takes you into that place to just, put this music together?
Well, it when I'm making music, it's based off of emotion mostly and whatever I'm feeling, and that energy gets placed into the music, and my head is like in the moment of me creating. So with Worth It, I was kind of like in a I can't stand the person stage, and the process just kept going, and that's what my mind was on. Like I can't stand somebody, I'm gonna make a song about it. That's how that worked. Danger.
Hmm.
Um, I was very agitated that day, very not in a good mood. And as you can hear, the aggression in Danger and the energy from that, that's how my mind was like set to create. It's all a mind thing and how I'm feeling, basically.
Wow. So it's like a feeling. So it's almost like it's not a bad thing for you to feel a certain
Oh,
way because you're going to give us some good, you're going to drop some good hits on us.
yes, ma'am. That's how it be. That's how it be.
Oh my gosh, I mean, that's just amazing and incredible. And then, I have to give like your hats off, you have your own company. So what got you into saying, okay, that I'm about to make this my own?
Well, it's mostly me wanting to build basically a family and people that can come in and we can work together to make our mark on the music industry as independent artists and the people that are being looked down upon by the bigger companies and stuff like that. So I wanted to create something to build as time goes on to be something bigger and make something that's great for this industry.
Got you. It's definitely needed. And so what all, like, if an artist is, coming in and what all services do you offer? That way all these independent artists know.
Yes, ma'am. So, what I do is obviously production. I
Mm-hmm.
also am an engineer. I mix master. I can record engineer. If you have live instruments and want to record, I do that. I do movies. I can edit movies, stuff like that. And as you guys know, I have lyric videos out created by yours truly. And yeah, a bunch of other things. And as I keep learning, more stuff is going to be added. So yeah, basically.
That's incredible. So you're like a Jill of all trades, then
Yes,
we can
ma'am.
call you,
Yes,
you know.
ma'am. Gotta be. Gotta
Yeah,
be.
and gotta be. And this is a silly question. I'm just going to ask it because you're probably going to say the same thing that I say. How do you find a balance? Because I know with me, I can't. It's just you don't really balance. But maybe how do you balance if you?
Yeah, well, not much of a balance, we kind of lopsided every now and then, but it is good to find that balance in life, and especially when you're doing it professionally and then your personal life and all this other jazz that's going on in the world. Um, just like being in silence for me, like being away, getting myself away, not permanently, obviously, but
Right.
but like just to have my mind in a space where I can like think over things and like make myself understand the things that are going on in my life and what am I up to? What am I doing? What am I going to do? How am I going to set myself this far? And just having those thoughts go through for me, at least drinking some tea, meditating, it really helps. It helps.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine it. And as a, you know, and I hate to say it, but that's, you know, as a woman in this industry, as
Oh,
you know, it's a crazy,
oh, definitely.
it's a crazy industry. So how do you, you know, get through that?
Well, starting out with everything that's been going on, it was something that was like I it wasn't enjoyable, far as in like having people that either are already in the industry or they're in the same position as I am as an independent artist, and they automatically um, be like, oh, that's a female. She can't do this or that, or she doesn't know what she's talking about. People would ask for my input on certain songs or whatever they send to me. And then at the end of the day, they were like, oh, thanks for your 2 cents. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do this anyway. So it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm good at. I know what I'm doing so far has been great. I have my education. I have my personal education, what I've learned from myself, and I got to do what I got to do and move forward. Can't have people like pushing you down or anything like that. It's not good. So you got to keep moving.
Exactly. And your natural talent. Don't forget that. You know, you got to have some natural talent for it too. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So that's, you know,
Definitely.
that's much respect for that, you know, for just staying strong through it. And, you know, I had to bring up the artist part, you know, me and my girl Nasim, who's in the building here in the comments, you know, she
Hello.
was telling us, yeah, you know, she's, you know, we do love Miss Nasim. We do love Miss
You
Strong
do.
Jewel.
Love you.
But yes, but she did kind of say, yeah, you know, she's an artist, but she's kind of not really, you know, focused too much on that yet. But I want to know, so you as an artist, you know, do
Yes.
you sing, you rap, do you do it all? You probably do.
Honestly, wish I could sing. I
Uh-huh.
cannot sing.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot sing. Um, it's mostly experimenting within rap and stuff like that. I'm featured in the song "Bad Bitches" with Lady
Yeah.
T, and
Mm-hmm.
that was my first time like professionally rapping and having it out, which was pretty exciting because that whole thing was just like a freestyle that I wrote down, and I was like, okay, it sounds pretty cool. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking this a bit, but far as in doing it in the future, I do see myself doing it again. Just gotta find more of myself within being an artist and stuff like that. So more of finding myself.
Got you. So like you're capturing everybody else, but we're still trying to find Miss Finesse, like what Miss Finesse is about to do.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I think it'll be dope because I heard that track too. That's why I know how to throw it out there as well. But I was just like, you know, and you doing, you know, your mixing, mastering, producing yourself. That girl, that's dope. That's just like all that money's coming to you, honey. Your
Yes,
writers' rights, all of that.
yep, yep. It's a lot, but it's something that I love doing. I enjoy doing it. As time goes on and I get more projects to work on, uh, the less really much it is to do because once you get yourself like set up in things that are common to you when you as a artist, producer and engineer, things just get more smoothly as time goes on.
Got you. And also as a great thing that you do, you kind of tap into all kinds of genres. Do you pretty much like all kinds of genres of music, or I should say, what's your favorite genres?
Oh gosh, my favorites. It's hard to pick. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Mainly it's hip hop, R&B, um, and yeah, hip hop and R&B are like my main favorites. I love EDM music and I've been listening to rock music since I was like a child. So
Mm-hmm.
um, those are like the top four, but I do love like all types of music, whether it be something simple or something like world music, like some music from India, Arabia, um, Egypt, those type of things, because you know that's if you blend it in, it can create something beautiful.
Yes, I was going to say that that's a great testament to you. I think you really have to be, if you're really a music fan, you really kind of got to be tapped in all the genres, especially with what you do, because your ear, I'm sure, can just capture, well, as we heard, it captures all those great sounds. You just be doing your thing.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Oh
And
gosh.
yes. And so what, so now Fynesse, what, now is that a legal name, or is that like a name you came up with and just went with it?
Fynesse Banks is a stage name. It is not my actual name. My actual
Mm-hmm.
name will not be out yet. That's
No,
for
yeah. Yeah.
later time. But yeah, Fynesse Banks is a stage name. Yes.
Got you. Because the only reason why I said, because it could be two, but I think it's a dope name. But what made you come up with that name in particular?
Well, so Fynesse, I be finessing beats and stuff like that. Literally every time I'm in the studio or whenever I'm playing something, people are like, "Oh, you finessed that." Oh, that just got finesse. I'll be like, "Okay, finesse is gonna stick, I guess." And then I like money, so that's where
No, girl,
banks
no, we
came
all.
from. Yeah, money, just a lot of money, so much money. I got my own bank, so Fynesse Banks.
I love that. I love that. That ties in, perfectly together, and it's catchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Fynesse Banks. What she got going on? And then you're doing and you done like songwriting. Are there like other like artists that you've been doing songwriting for that we might have heard but might not have known it was you?
Not at this moment. No. As far as in
Okay.
songwriting, that's all in archive right now, getting worked on. So stay tuned for more of songwriting by Miss Fynesse. Stay
Got
tuned.
you. Got you. See what I'm doing here? I'm trying to push you out here on all the avenues and stuff, because I think that's a great thing. So you kind of have just some kind of, in the backside
There's a
as
lot
far
of
as
things
you're on.
that are there are a lot of things that are on the back side and in the archive that they show many sides of who I am and the things that I um like to dab into. I see Cito in the chat just making a lot of noise. Hello. He wants to be noticed.
Right? In the building as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people here in the chat showing you a lot of love, which is a wonderful
Yes,
thing.
I appreciate you. Thank you all for watching. If you hear me, thank you so much.
Oh, oh, for sure. So how did like some of like so Seymour is kind of back to him. Like, how did you guys kind of get that connection going with that whole
Well,
team?
so with Simos, my manager got in touch with him and his team first, and it was in the middle of when I was making the track Danger, um, and we were looking for an artist that would possibly like to work on it, and um, my manager was like, okay, he's willing to do it. Just explain everything to him. So we got to talking and we vibed, and I told him the direction I wanted to take. He was like, I got you. And within the same night, I believe he brought the track back, and I was like, okay, we got a hit, because there's no way that I'm gonna send you something and you automatically, that means you were prepared for this. So okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was a very quick but awesome collaboration, an awesome journey for that song.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's a vibe. We're all loving that song. First heard that, I was like, ooh. I was like, that is fire. That's really fire.
Thank you.
Look,
Yeah.
look, you need to be in the video just on the strength of man. I mean, you just did that. That production was on point. I'm serious. I'm serious. You gotta get put up in there. Have you
Oh,
ever like done like anything like on stage?
no, not yet.
Not yet.
Everything is for up and coming. Everything's coming.
Oh shoot, you're gonna have all this stuff coming, and then so it's like we just gotta watch out for you.
Exactly. Just gotta watch out and see what happens, because it's definitely gonna be a wild ride.
Mm-hmm. I would say for sure. And then I would say also with your ear for music, this is a good question here. Like, what is your opinion on the state of music now as to compare from before?
Well, music now I feel is not as, most of it is, but some of it isn't as creative as
Mm-hmm.
it was before. You have a lot of producers now, like anyone can be a producer nowadays, and learn from off of YouTube, and easily get into the industry with their connections and stuff like that. I feel the love of music is kind of dying in a sense. It's especially in like for major labels and these major artists and the people that are coming out now. There are songs that I love that are out now, but to compare it from then, back then it was better. It was kind of better, at least in my opinion. Everyone's
Mm-hmm.
entitled to their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, there are definitely some strong songs that are out now, but it's not the same. It's
Right.
definitely not the same. The love for it, I don't really hear it in most of the things that I listen to now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I understand that. But see, we have people like yourself, you know what I mean, who appreciate, that previous love of music. So we can definitely bring it back.
Yes, definitely. That's what we're working on as a team, trying to make good music again, something that people can like really relate to and know and love, and just spread it and see what more it can build onto.
Got you. And is there like what like attracts you to an artist to work with them? Is there anything in particular that you look for?
Well, it can go for a singer and a rapper, but I
Mm-hmm.
mostly look for like the power of how like how they attack a song, or how they go into a song, and the process of them working on it and stuff like that, and the hunger that they have to want to work and all that good stuff. Um, and there's a lot of talent in the in independent music pool, and a lot of them aren't being like seen or appreciated as they should. And when I talk to an artist that I want to work with, it's more of let's help each other. I'm gonna help you, help me out, and we can like make something big, make some noise a little bit, and work together to make something cool.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I think there's a lot of gems when it comes to independent artists,
Definitely.
yeah, because they're not so stuck on being controlled, by
Mhm.
a industry standard. They're just kind of doing their own thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think
Exactly.
it's wonderful. Yeah, yeah, that you're trying to reach out to all
Right.
those indie artists. I
Yes,
mean,
ma'am. It's definitely, especially since this whole pandemic happened and everything happens, everyone's being indoors, and technology seems to be more of our friend than any other time, like ever. And independent artists now, it's like we all have an avenue to like go through and try to get our names out there a little bit more, because everyone's so focused on like their computers and their phones, stuff like that, to keep them busy. And they're not really like, they're more attentive to what's going on the online, and wanting to know what's going on enough to where we can like put ourselves in there and get ourselves known just a little bit easier. Still hard, but a little bit easier, you know?
right. I agree. I most definitely agree. I think that's one thing with the pandemic. I do think it did help, get a little bit more people creative and
Mhm.
just get people just kind of doing all these things and all of us meeting. Hey, I will give the pandemic that. That's the only thing I'm
Yes.
gonna give it. I'm gonna give it that. That's all it's getting.
Yeah, definitely bringing people more together. It brought us in more.
Hmm. Oh, look, Derek said she don't use sample. She don't use samples.
No, no samples. No
Look,
samples. Thank you for the shout out, Mr. Manager.
yes. Oh yeah, he's dope about it too, man. He been on it. He been reaching out. So it's like from one manager to another. I'm gonna give him props too. Like I love you, Derek, because you be
Yep,
on point too.
yep. Much love, much love. We appreciate him a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of which, well, then I might as well just go into that. How did you two connect? Because he's pretty dope.
Well, at the time I was in Full Sail. I was in college at the time, and apparently there's been a little bit of noise about me around in that little area of Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and he picked up on it, and as I wanted to graduate first, and then like take the avenue of like being in the more professional realm. And then we talked, and I talked about what I was wanting to look for in my career, the path I wanted to take, how I wanted to do it, and the team that I wanted to have around me to make a mark. So we shared our aspirations, and we connected, and we've been working hard to get everything done ever since.
Wow, it's a wonderful connection. I see it because anytime I'm getting online, I'm like, I see you, I see him, then I see like the whole squad. So I can tell that you do have a great team that's behind you.
Yes, and that's something that's very important that I'm grateful to have, because not a lot of people can say that they have such a strong um, team around them to help them with certain things. But I can say that I'm very grateful to have that.
Oh yeah, you look, you got it. And then, on our end, we're all like here to support and everything
Yes,
too, just
of
to
course.
just build this beautiful indie network up, that
Yes,
we
yes.
just love to do.
I love it. I love it. I love that we're all able to like share, like, and just support each other in general, and make stuff happen, make some noise.
Hmm. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. And there's so many people. I mean, wanting to be in this industry like every day. There's thousands of people just coming in, and like for a young person, and I probably say particularly a young lady in particular. Like, what advice would you give her with coming into this crazy industry?
Well, as a young lady, it's definitely going to have its obstacles. There's already obstacles, but as young ladies and ladies in general, we're going to have
Hmm.
even more put in front of us.
Hmm.
So it's more of having the mindset to just keep going, and not like letting people deteriorate your mind and pull you down, and make just make you seem like, oh, this is wrong, I'm gonna quit. Don't quit, keep going, because you keep going, you're gonna see progress. When you see progress, that's gonna come success, and everything's just gonna follow that.
Wow, that's wonderful advice. And the reason why I said young ladies, because there's so many like real young people wanting
Oh
to get into this. So they need like, experienced people like yourself that's been doing it to like, give them that advice.
And for the young ladies, there's going to be times where when you get to a certain point, the male domination is just going to want to like take you down and be like, oh no, don't give her credit, or try to screw you over in certain ways that are just, it's disgusting to even think about.
It
But
is.
just keep pushing forward. Learn. Like, I had a little business course. I always used to go to the library and like learn certain things, learn about the business and the music too. If you don't, one of them's gonna get you screwed.
Right. That's a
One of them's gonna get
fact.
you screwed. So you gotta know what you gotta know, like the avenues that you want to take, how to take them, and know what's being taken in, taken out, and just keep going, just keep pushing.
Most definitely. And they got to put respect on it because it really doesn't matter what sex you are. I don't like to put a sex on it, but for some reason they see a young lady out there and it's always they want to test them and things like that. And so I know me myself, I just do the simple block. I block people any day. But like, how do you handle like some of it? Because I'm sure you get some of that crazy stuff too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I definitely do. Yes, the best option is to block. Um, and don't like read into it too much. Just
Hmm.
keep it to where you know what your standards are. Um, you don't want to be again grabbed into something that you don't want to be put into. You want to be successful, so think of that success and how it's going to take you. Just block out the negativity. Of course, there's going to be the people that you can't control the negativity coming from, But it's all about having the mindset to just keep pushing and keep going, just keep running, just keep like pushing forward. That's all.
Right.
It's
Right.
really just that, because it's like if you don't and you just stuck, where you going?
Right.
Where you going?
Right. Right. It's almost like thick skin that you gotta fortunately
Definitely.
have in it and just keep on going with it. And then with you, you exude so much class, which is wonderful. I love seeing like women like yourself having that class just to say, hey, we don't have to sell ourselves short. We can be classy and just do
Yeah.
our thing, you know?
There are definitely better ways to handle certain situations, and have that time to yourself to think about what you want to do and how you want to um, have that route to get to where you want to go.
Right. Most definitely. And look at Derek. See, man, another dope manager one-on-one. Derek. That's my homeboy. I love him. He already he's saying go ahead, tell him about the single. Oh, and an upcoming independent film. Girl. Okay, let's talk about that.
First of all, shout out to Samantha Thomas. The movie is called Life Over Death, and Bad Bitches is going to be part of the soundtrack for the song, which I'm very excited about. It's coming out soon. There's been a bit of a delay with the release, but it should be out pretty shortly, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, it'll be my first time a song of mine is in a movie. So I'm excited to see how it came out.
That is exciting. And then next thing you know, you're gonna be like, okay, it's on the show, because that's gonna come too.
Yeah, pushing for that too. Definitely pushing.
That's incredible, man. You're just like doing it. You know what? I mean, I'm like, what else do you got like going on coming up? Because I know, like, I'm sure you got some plans for 2022 that's just gonna blow us away.
That's what I do. I like to blow you guys away because the reaction is awesome, and you guys don't expect it because you see one side of me, and then I come at you with something completely different to throw you off guard. So I'm excited for everything that's coming next.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Just yeah, a lady that's just doing her thing. And just
Yeah,
it's great. Like forget all this competition. Like I said, I don't care what sex you are, whatever you got it, you just got it.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
You might be having some of these gentlemen like, dang, I need to take a page from her book and learn some
Yeah,
things.
I'll gladly give it to you. Here you go. Here you
All
go.
right, and learn
Take
and,
some notes.
and learn some things from her. Is there any like a favorite song of yours that you've produced or written?
um, well, since the songs that I have out right now are in such different genres, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite because they all have their own like little flavor to them, and since they're different styles, you can't really choose from like dancehall and R&B kind of. I love all the music I produce. By the way, it's a very the journeys that I go through with making these songs is a lot, especially from first producing it to the end where I'm mastering it and then releasing it. But far as in like the time taken in and the energy put in, I think my favorite song is "Worth It." Because that's a very special song to me. As again, I wrote it and produced it, mixed and mastered, and it was very special to me because at that time I was graduating. There was so many things happening. There were so many things I wanted to do, and I was like, I need to write a song. I want to write a song and like take all these emotions out of what I'm feeling, and it's a very special song to me. I love it so much.
It is, and you picked a great singer for it, Natasha. Is that like a friend of yours?
Yes, a college friend. I appreciate her a lot for doing this with me. Um, and she hears me every now and then, so she'll probably hear this hopefully soon. But yeah,
Hmm.
I love her voice is amazing. She did an amazing job with this. We both none of this was even done in person. All of this happened during the pandemic. So I'm talking to her on a phone or over like a Zoom call, and we're like making takes live, like through the Zoom, and I would mute my mic while she's recording, unmute it, tell her to do it again or how to do it and how I envision it. Quite the process, but the work shows in itself.
Wow. And that's amazing. You guys have that energy without having to physically, be right there. It's like when you got that energy, you just got it.
Yeah, exactly.
That came out beautifully because she captured what you were feeling. Like the way she was singing it, you really felt it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She definitely did a wonderful job with this, and I appreciate her a lot.
Oh my gosh, you two I don't know, y'all two might have to do some more stuff together or whatever, because that is a whole vibe.
Maybe.
It really is,
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Because is she like an independent artist, or was this just something that she said, okay, I'm gonna do this for you per se, or does she?
She is an independent artist. She has her projects that she works on, and she is still in the middle of finding herself, which we all are in our own way. But yeah, she's doing her little thing, doing her little thing. Of course, we're all busy, so it's sometimes with certain situations, it's hard to like keep in contact. But I do like every now and then, like we'll say hi to each other and say what's up, what you working on, stuff like that.
I like that. So yeah, still keeping a relationship, but yeah, understandably, people do get busy. But it's just that's definitely for future, and I definitely love to tap in with her too. Like it's just everybody tapping in together. So I'm just trying to give flowers to everybody involved. Just give y'all a bunch of flowers, Just
love it.
Throw all of you, the bouquets that you really deserve, because it's a lot of hard work. I'm sure that's put into it. I'm sure you have had a lot of late nights, I'm sure, doing all of this.
Definitely.
Definitely. Does sleep exist for you? Because
I mean, not really.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm coming out of college, it's like being sleep deprived is kind of like it's kind of a normal thing for us. So it's something that I'm used to. Of course, I'll get my days of rest when I can, but I'm used to it, I guess. Get my coffee, keep it going, whatever energizes me, energy drinks. Got to do what you got to do at the end of the day, right?
Yep, that's true. That's true. And I'm sure probably a lot of multitasking on your end as well.
Yes, of course.
Right.
Definitely always dabbling in different things at once.
Right. But at least you have, like I said, you have a good team, and you got a manager there who can obviously assist with that, take some of that off of you.
Yes. And help. He's such a great help. My team is helping me a lot, because there's definitely a lot of things to do behind the scenes, because it's not just making the music and putting it out. It's the whole process of like the mixing, which is very technical. Then you have the promotions and the planning. It takes up a lot, but you still have to get it done.
You're right. I'm glad you said it. It is technical, because I've sat in on a Zoom with like our mix and master engineer, and he's telling me, and I'm seeing all, he's screen sharing me all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, what is that? I mean, all this different stuff. I was like, wow. I said, man. It's you really got to know your stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that I was really just like impressed and overwhelmed at the same time. So my hat's off to you.
Definitely a lot to learn.
But it's fun if you're something that you love. I can tell you really love it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely fun. A lot of people send me like their files and stuff, and I'll just go through it. I'm like, okay, I get to be surgical. I get to be precise. I get to be picky with what I want. Okay.
Right.
It's very fun. As a nerd, it's really fun.
Look, that's okay. Back in the day, they used to say, oh, a nerd was a bad thing. Oh, no, that's a good thing.
Definitely a good thing.
I'm a happy member of the nerd community. Hey, we all good.
We are good.
Because especially, like I said, that is I understand what you're saying. That's very technical. I mean, I'm sure you've probably heard some stuff before. You're like, ooh, I got to fix this. So it might take a little bit.
Mm. Yeah. I'm gonna just say yeah to that.
Yep.
Say yeah to that.
Yep. So it's just, it's an admirable thing because, like I said, on that ear, man, you gotta have that ear for it, and I can definitely tell that you do.
Yes. I've had it for a long time, and just learning from learning by ear, because at a time I wasn't able to read music and all this other stuff. So I was learning by like listening to a song, and whatever I put my hands on, if it sounds like it's the right key, it's the right key. And then when I got into school, it was like, okay, this is this, clef is this, and this key is that, and I'm like, okay. And there were definitely difficulties with learning, especially within music theory, but it was more of like studying by myself and asking like professors over time to be like, hey, what is this? Because I have no idea. But
Hmm.
I'm still grateful for that education. I thanked my professors and my teachers that have taught me recently um, through an email. And I told them how happy I am that they gave me the opportunity and taught me what they did. So yeah, it's very cool to have such awesome teachers.
That is teachers that care. And you know what? It's like I can see you in the future doing like some youth mentoring, like just guiding some youth with music. I don't know why. I just see that. I see
I
that in you.
I would love to do that. That's something I would really love to do if if I was able to do it, and I would probably do it. Like start teaching myself like how to connect to the youth and get them on that level of wanting to learn and stuff like that, because that's a beautiful thing.
Hmm. I think it's important, just like you said, having those teachers that were there for you. So just with us trying to get back to the youth and just to keep this thing going, I think it would be a great thing.
It would definitely would.
Yeah. And so what, I got to always get deep with the questions,
Yes.
what legacy does Finesse Banks want to leave behind?
What legacy? Who,
Hmm.
such a strong word.
Yes, yes. Everybody has a legacy. Yeah.
um, but I just want to be able to have my mark in the industry. I say that a lot because I really I really mean it, and like let people see that there is original music by and indie artists working together to let you guys know that we don't need a major label deal and stuff like that to get ourselves going, because we make our own videos. We're going to get what we have to do and do what we have to do. And I want them to know that as a Black female upcoming, that I'm here, I'm doing this, and I'm doing it better than most of you. So Finesse, I need my Grammy.
Yes.
I need all my awards, but no, just as a Black female upcoming as an indie artist and building a family of indie artists to create something great.
Wow. It's a wonderful legacy.
Yes.
Speak that into existence and it shall happen. Yep, look, Nazim
Yeah.
just said the Grammys are coming.
Yes, they are. I'm excited for them.
They're coming for you because the more people that are going to see you, they're going to be tapping in. I already see it. I can definitely see that from you. I'm gonna be like, oh, she got that Grammy. We were talking about it.
Yep. And of course, I got to shout out the people that's helped me
Yes.
around the way. You, Nassim, uh,
Oh.
literally everyone.
Hmm. A lot of great people.
A lot of great people.
Yeah. And then how can people, I mean, I know I got to scroll in along here, but how can people like tap into you?
Oh well, Instagram at Finesse Banks. You can DM me. You can always get in touch with my management, Finesse Music Productions. Their email is also up there on Instagram, Facebook. You can Google me. Information is right there as soon as you put it up.
Yeah.
Um, um, also, yes, thank you for that.
Thank you, Derek. Oh, what's yeah, go ahead. Break it down.
So yeah, so me and New Gang City are up for Song of the Year for This Is Hip Hop. So go ahead and put your votes, and that is the link there. I will also see if I can put the link in my bio on Instagram as well and on Facebook. Um, but yeah, there's that, and um, Vanessa Banks basically on everything.
Yep. She's right, y'all. You can Google her because I did myself. Yep. You type her name. She's Google official, y'all.
Yeah.
She's so Google official. And then, like, what shout outs do you want to give? Because I mean, there's been so many dope people in these comments. They're still going.
Of course, I gotta shout out Nassim. I love you, Miss Strong Jewel. Love you so much. You're a big support. Shout out to you, Miss Samantha.
Oh,
I want to shout out to my management team, my team in general. You guys have helped me through a lot. New Gang City, Cito, Simos. I know y'all either listening or y'all gonna see this later. You
yeah.
guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Much love. Samantha Thomas for Life Over Death. The movie coming out soon, and I'm excited for it to finally see it. Um, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
Sorry, something just made me laugh. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Where was I? Miss Teresa Taylor. She the Miss Phoenix. I love her very much, and I know she loves me. I know she's gonna be seeing this too. I love you, and oh my gosh, let's see. Is there anyone else? I can't think of anyone else. You ever get stuck like that? Like there's a lot
all the time.
Keep track, but if I'm missing anyone, you guys know that I love you so much. Chisel Beats, Chisel, and can't forget Chisel. Much love, and but yeah, anyone else that I'm missing, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are amazing.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's everybody in here. She's just gonna shout out all of y'all because all of you are dope. And definitely, if anybody misses this live, no worries because it'll still be on all these pages. It's also all on YouTube. It's streaming live now, but it'll always be on there. It's on Twitch. That's even on my company website, certifiednationentertainment.com. So even though it's a separate company, I put these on here because we just want to spread this indie movement, give you all your flowers. Yes, I'm going to post it up on IG and tag the heck out of you. So like I was saying earlier, apologize ahead of time because I just, my thing is I just want to make sure that as many people can tap into you as much as possible. So that's very important.
Of course, and I appreciate it. Of course, on my side, me and my team are definitely going to be sharing it out and getting it seen and heard. But yeah, I appreciate this a lot. It really means a lot when people take the time to interview me and want to hear my story. I really appreciate the love.
Oh no, it's more than a pleasure. Your story is a wonderful one. You deserve it, and getting all your flowers. I appreciate all these wonderful people for tapping in. Another great episode of Let's Get Activated podcast, and I was humbly happy just to have you come on. This was really fun and I just love it. And I know that we are still promoting Danger. So we'll definitely close out with that. So in case people didn't see it in the beginning, they can rock out to it, now as we close out, girl.
Damn, Danger. On all platforms. Go ahead and listen. Go ahead.
Hey, all platforms, y'all. Oh my gosh. So again, it was so wonderful having you. I'm about to play this Danger so we can close out with that. But much love to you, Queen. You always got my support, you and your team.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Much love.
Oh, no problem. Let's go.
Yo, red alert, danger. danger. If you know me, then I'm all about the paper. If you know me, then you know I gotta get it like 600 wings in the ring like a pager. Major, got a couple hoes in Asia, got a couple flows that I'm saving. I got a couple popular products, it's like I'm selling narcotics. I put your whole fucking face in the pavement. I heard these niggas saying that I felt bad. Nigga, 14 grams, what you call that? Put it in the zip block, make them call that, make them haul that. When they talking, I ignore that. I be really get my vibe in my own lane. I be smoking on the gas shit and propane. I be up high on the soul plane. They don't want no smoke, that's locaine. Gang. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger. Coming at me, that's danger. Danger. Coming at me, that's danger. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger. Coming at me, that's danger. Danger. Coming at me, that's danger. Rolling with the birds, I be putting in the work and shut out Henny, make a whole bus backflip. Don't be talking out loud, don't even mention my name. The hood, no, I get it popping with this rap shit. When I was here, bro, niggas they ain't help me with shit. A cup of Henny, black him out and make it easy to spit. Nigga, look at my ride. Sitting on dubs, leave this shit unattended. Haven't sitting on lugs, haven't sitting on bricks. I'm about my shit. NGC, niggas know my clique. Got me feeling on nobody trying to find that clip. In the room with a flashlight, high beams on in the spotlight, nightlight, in the bright light from my iPhone. Still couldn't find no hit. These niggas is trash, finessing this shit, and I aim for your head and your biscuit get hit. I'm sicker than the A's with the Rona. Big Glock 9 got the devil on my shoulder. Telling me to kill him, I can kill him, I can hit him in the head. Bring him to the top floor, have him hanging off the ledge like it's Big Red. Nigga, what I said on the star beef. Aim for your car seat, pop, 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 5 heartbeat. Nigga, know a heartbeat. Niggas try their best just to block me, but I'm on point like a Sharpie. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger, you play with me and that's danger. Danger, you play with me and that's danger. All my life I've been a rider. All my life I've been a gangster. All my life I've been a soldier. All my life I've been a banger. Danger, play with news and that's danger. That's danger, you play with me and that's danger.
I just gotta sip my drink. Drive safely. Yeah. News.